Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells, where I have managed to get my stupid fungus head up in the roof. Finally. This only took about 15 more tries. I don't know why it's so hard to get it to stick to that part of the wall. Anyway, we're up here. Our body is still to the left, but it's less far to the left, and I'm hoping this will be close enough, because you can see there's a blueprint up there. I don't even know what blueprint that is, but I do know that we have to have it. It's a thing. We can't not have the... Oh, no. Come on. Ah, almost. Okay, so you can't be on the ground. I mean, maybe we could be on the ground. If we were directly under it... Hold on, let me try to get a sense of... I think it's around here. This is gonna be fairly tough, is the thing. Yeah, like, you definitely can't just jump right up. It won't stick. I don't know why it won't stick, but it won't stick. So you have to do this thing a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then that lets us in here. And that, I've missed it. There it is. Oh, yeah. We got close enough to get the secret zone discovered thing. Alright. I've taken a couple of steps to the right, and this is going to do it, though. This is going to be the one. You know how I know this is the one? Because if it's not, you're not seeing this footage. I will definitely just restart the episode. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm just a little bit closer now. There it is. And now when we hit V, it just pulls the thing right back to us. Alright, disengagement. Hey, we're learning. We're getting stuff. Alright. Here's the big change. Each time you defeat the Hand of the King, you earn yourself a boss cell. At some point, they changed the name from boss cell to boss stem cell, which is a stupider name. It's just wrong. It's a wrong change. They did a bad. You get a boss cell. Here, at this big tube, you can turn on your boss cells. They make the game harder. You can see reduces the number of health fountains. Now we'll only get a flask refill every other fountain position, I believe. But it does increase the amount of value that we can get out of the forge. And there are things that are only part of the game. There are paths and enemies and enemy behaviors that only exist with some number of boss cells activated. So this is going to make the game harder. Is this going to... Do we still have our blueprint? Boy, I don't even know how to check that, to be perfectly honest with you. Well, we'll get to the collector and we'll hope. Oh, okay. Did that big door open? Oh, that big door seems to have become a... Okay. Give me this terrible bow, and apparently we get to start with a necklace now, which is cool. I mean, yeah, let's go look. Seems like he might have been in a bit of a rush. That's our friend Boney there. Is he going to be a friendly Boney guy? He's gone into the lava. Guess he didn't want to come back after all. I'm definitely not going in after him. No, that seems wise. Okay. I am not going to attempt that. It looks to me like we would probably want to have the wall cling for that. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll come back. Wait a minute. There's an interactable claw mark. Oh, those are some large claw marks. Does he really have claws this size? You know what? Just another good reason not to pursue him. One problem at a time. So, the number one most important thing to remember is that we will take way more damage from enemies hitting us now. And you can see the enemy balance in the biomes is going to be a little bit different. These rats appear in this first area now. We're also going to see totally new enemies, not just enemies from other places appearing in new spots. Wow. I apparently managed to run back through him there. Not ideal. Just moving a little bit too fast. I trusted my attacks to stun the rat too much. Oh, jeez. These guys, okay. That is a guy that we haven't yet seen. Boy, I have no idea what I want to take yet. You know, we've been unlocking a lot of green items. Let's lean green for a moment here, and if we end up wanting to actually go in a different direction, at least the green will provide us with lots of health, right? Okay, this is interesting. One of these early on. Pick up an interesting piece of gear. Okay, the Nutcracker. 40% bonus damage with a big damage bonus to stunned targets. That's pretty exciting. If we can find a... Oh, wow, that Wasn't quite lethal. If we can find a way to stun people, like the cudgel shield or something, that could be really powerful. And that again does sort of prompt us to lean green. And if we're talking about green, I mean, you know, grenades. Grenades are a great thing for greenness. What am I even? It's like barely even English. Nope, we're not going back there yet. Hold on. We have some exploring to do yet. Oh, the bomb interrupted his charge. Interesting. Oh, hey, a symmetrical lance. Well, we're certainly not going to take that. It's just a tier 1 symmetrical lance with no qualities. And it doesn't have... It has a big, impressive animation, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have this big, impressive animation. Right, stop. There we go. So you can see these guys with the hoods over their heads and the knives coming out of their arm. They're stealthed until you get close to them, but it's like Predator stealth. You can kind of see them if you're paying enough attention. And once they are revealed, or once they've got vision of us, they will throw knives, and it's a whole real bad time. All right, I'm forcing it a little bit, but we're going green. And apparently, this counts as a stun, so that's handy. I believe that we are seeing a larger number of enemies in addition to, you know, a different balance of enemies. So, it might be easier for us to make our combo goals than it used to be, just because of the greater density of foes. We don't have any gold, really. Oh, my Explorer's Instinct triggered. Cool. Alright, there's our combo goal, even though we screwed up a bunch of times. So, alright, we know that goes somewhere, we know this goes somewhere, we know... It even reveals where the remaining enemies are, that's nice. We could probably just leave that. I guess, actually, we're done with the level, right? May as well just sell that. I don't know who's paying 140 gold for some cherries, but, like, it probably helps that they're magic. They're magic cherries. Alright, did we... We didn't actually climb up here. Oh, no, but we know what's up there. We know that's the bad way. Yeah, we're good to go. We got both the scrolls. Let's just get out of here. We will have to go back into the garden area at some point. I guess probably pretty soon. For right now, I'm just engaging in a little bit of good old-fashioned cowardice. Ooh, fancy broadsword. So, 596. I really like the bonuses on the Nutcracker, though, and also I find the attack animation to be very satisfying. I'm going to stick with it. Ooh. Yeah, that's an upgrade. Or do I just take the sinew slicer because we have an empty slot? This isn't a huge upgrade. I'm going to grab the slicer for right now. I don't actually know what we're about to unlock with ourselves. It's possible. Oh no, we were about to unlock a mutation, and then we're going hard into the health flask for what are probably at this point obvious reasons. Alright, so the question is, do we believe that we will be shield-based? I mean, if you're going green, obviously the mutations lead you toward that shield. Obviously there's some value in necromancy as well. It does feel a little bit like taking the heart is planning for failure. Maybe we should plan for success. Maybe I should, like, rely on me being better at the game. It takes something that is going to help us win better when we are winning. I am choosing to believe that we will do a good job. Let's go for... I'm gonna take the big heal. We're gonna get a shield. As you can see here, there is not a full refill, but there is a flask charge if you need it. If you're some kind of terrible bad player who isn't at perfectly full resources. You know, like me, like I often am. Alright, we're still on the hunt for new biomes. We're still looking for additional runes and stuff. Ooh, that was a little close. He very nearly got that attack off. I should probably be more reluctant to, I should not have tried that. I should be more reluctant to just down stomp in places where I have no idea what's below me. Because, like, that could definitely get you into some trouble, right? Look at this guy all teleporting. Alright, this has got to stop. I mean, you can't say the art for this hammer isn't awesome. And I'm going to level with you. That's like probably about 60% of how I choose my weapons. I just want the ones that have the really cool looking animations. Alright, we are not going to get caught in a dumb way by spikes. Hey, look, I did it. Ooh, we do have the chance to take on the Mushroom Boy. I mean, we gotta try it, right? So the Mushroom will just charge and interrupt enemies, and if I hit the button again, presumably he explodes. Alright, it was a good ride, Sinew Slicer. I used you one entire time. Now, let's find a dude on which to test our new friend. Wolf Trap, also pretty good. It does not stun enemies. But we still get critical hits. Right, the hammer still crits people who are rooted. I'll take this over the grenade. We're going to trust the mushroom to be our grenade solution. Go get him. That didn't really do that didn't quite do what I thought it was going to do. Go get him. Go get him. Maybe this is the problem. Go get him. Yeah, wow. That was a lot of damage. Okay, Mushroom Boy might be totally awesome. He seems like he's totally awesome is the thing. No, stop living. Oh god. I hate bats. Get him, Mushroom Boy. Okay, never mind. I got him. But you were trying to get him. I believe that you had getting him in your heart. And that matters. That counts for something. Yeah, he really is just like charging at people and hitting them once for a ton of damage and also pulsing freeze off of their body. Seems like a very solid addition to the team. Obviously, this thing's got to go. You can probably tell I'm feeling like pretty high spirits here. I feel like our win in the last episode was pretty convincing. It wasn't even like ooh, how did we ever do that? I don't believe we could do it again. We showed that dude who was the boss, right? We had a flask charge left. Now, of course, that was the easiest the game will ever be. Things are only going to get worse for us from here. Okay. Almost lost my combo to some spikes. What an embarrassing way to go. I love my mushroom son. Let's throw this up here in case... Oh! He shoved the thing off the platform. I was kind of hoping we could get the teleporting guy to teleport up here and then step into the... Aha, you fool! Ow! It's me, I'm the fool. I really didn't think he was going to be able to get that attack off so fast. Like, there was very little delay there between him notifying me of his intent to do violence and him actually doing the violence. Which feels unsporting, I guess? I'm just saying, like... You know, I'm saying he should have to warn me. In a polite society, there would be more warning. Okay. Well, we got ourselves a rare blueprint. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of rare blueprints left to find, even in these early areas. Boy, I want a shield real bad. I feel like with a slow weapon like this, you really, really benefit from having a shield. And we don't need a ranged attack, because we have the ability to just charge people. Oh, wait. This is one of those keys. This flower is secretly a gardener's key. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we can actually get all the gardener's keys yet, because I think some of them are locked behind movement stuff that we don't have. So actually, I think there was no benefit at all to me grabbing that key, but I saw it, and I remembered. Take this, Adore. My suspicion is we are out of combo metal contention at this point. Ow. That doesn't help. God, it hits so hard. And then with the supplemental mushroom friend, it's quite a combo. Where'd that guy go? There he is. I knew there was something down there. So far, it hasn't been too much worse than Zero Cells, although obviously the enemies are a little scarier. The enemy composition more than the individual enemies. I'm sure we're taking more damage than we were before. It's a little hard to tell because I'm playing so incredibly well. As I often do. Okay, so that's a way to the morass. I don't know that we want to do all that. That feels dangerous. But it's nice to know that there's more than one way to get there. That's the case for... I don't know if it's the case for all the biomes, but it's the case for the majority of them. That there's multiple... Oh, I was gonna stomp him, but good work, buddy. Ah, yeah, he'll just kill the green skeletons in a single hit, huh? Alright, that's a pretty good charge. Oh, accidentally aggroed the elite grenadier. Oh, I hit the button. Oh no! We saw the elite and I panicked and I pressed both of my ability buttons and I blew up our sweet, sweet boy. Stop moving, you coward. Is this an upgrade? No, honestly, I really like... Oh, see, our existing amulet is so low level it doesn't even have the damage reduction. I think, though, I really like the ones that do something on roll. I roll a lot, right? Like... Okay, we finally get to respawn our friend. I need to be more careful. Also, look at the adorable bow. I guess maybe it's not our powerful mushroom son, but it's our powerful mushroom daughter instead. I'm just saying, it seems female presenting. Okay, this is not useful. She's like making little video game jumpy noises while jumping in the video game. It's a delight. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought it was a boy because the name of the item has the word boy in it, but I'm pretty sure... Listen, after a certain point, it's somewhere around God of War, right? All video game children became just boy. I rolled the wrong way. That's a bad roll. Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure we weren't getting combo anyway, and we're not really taking that much damage. I believe that it's either right before the Black Bridge or right after we will be offered a normal flask refill where you get to go to full health and full charges, so we're not really in any danger. We're doing fine on total damage right now. There's a whole lot of prisoners piled up here. Some of them have been here for a very long time, and one of them's holding on to something. Why, it's a sword that's fine, but absolutely not something I'm interested in. Oh, right. There's this place over here where we could not go before because of statue. Is this the ossuary? It is. Yeah, let's do this one. We haven't done this biome yet. So the ossuary can be a little bit difficult. It tends to have a lot of those big slasher enemies who I'm terrified of. Just trying to make sure we're not missing any secrets. There are secrets hidden in a bunch of the A bunch of these little intermediate areas. Oh, what does Telluric Shock actually do? Leap in the air and violently land back on the ground. Interesting. We are absolutely just pouring all of our cells into Health Flask 4 until it is completed. Looks like we lost our mushroom friend, probably. Zone transition. Alright, I am not going to take another mushroom thing, or another shield thing, until we actually have a shield. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. What if we wanted to... we can take an upgrade to plus for 0 coins. Ooh, yeah, don't give me that. That's fine. Do I want to upgrade... Yeah, let's upgrade them. Victims burn when they die. I think I like that a little bit better than the freeze thing. So the charge does a ton of bonus damage if the enemy gets slammed into a wall by it. Trap spreads oil. That's fun. We don't have a reliable source of fire right now, aside from the mushroom killing people, which is not going to happen on a boss fight, obviously. But I guess we're going to the ossuary first. We will definitely kill a lot of stuff in the ossuary. It's a real scary place, you know? We might have a real bad time here. You gotta appreciate the metalness of it, though. Man, did it always look like this? This porthole with the parallax is awesome. I'm pretty sure that was not there before. This game, it's just so pretty. Oh yeah, we should probably spawn our friend here. So those big tubes full of goo, as you can see, spawn a lot of enemies at us. I'm gonna let you deal with that. Shield guy can be a real problem sometimes. But apparently the mushroom has no issues just hitting him in the spiky part. This seems like a really powerful thing. So every time it spawns one of the little orange goop monsters, it does deplete the supply of orange goop. So you can just wait for it to run out if you want. Obviously, smashing it up does get the job done faster. Alright, great big oil fire. We'll just let that burn out. I do not much like dealing with those guys. You could probably tell. That's a much better bow than the one we have. For that's most of our gold. I'm going to hold off on that. Because the bow would be temporary anyway, right? So just get a bear trap out here. Take this. Wow! Wow, the damage. Okay, that's going to be hard to pass up. It's the right color, and our smash attacks both cover the ground in oil and set the oil ablaze. That's very good. That seems alright. These orange slime guys can attack very quickly, very suddenly. So I do not like to be near them with a big slow weapon like this. Let's try going up here. The patterns in the walls of the ossuary sometimes, I mean, it very often looks like there's, there we go. Just trying to get our little friend to help out here. Well, that was clumsy. It very often looks like there's a secret passage in the walls. Get him. Yeah. You know what? I might just cheese this guy with our terrible bow, because, like, look at that. I don't want to stand in that. Oh, no. Oh, no, I ran out of ammo. If we just wait long enough, it'll, I'm going to let him reset. Okay, that was pretty close still. Okay, there we go. The key is to not be afraid. You just gotta really commit to your attacks with this weapon. Pretty much. Oh god, that's bad. That was a bad decision. I should not have rolled away from the shield guy. I should have rolled toward him. Okay, there we go. Get him, friend. Wow. Yeah, good kick. Ow. I flubbed an attack input there. I got afraid and didn't finish swinging, and it probably cost us a little bit. The thing is, it's very scary down here. Also, the rooms in the ossuary are just absolutely huge. And it's very difficult to know when you are done exploring an area. We definitely missed stuff back there, but we're just going to have to pick a direction and run. That's a weirdly small coffin. Let's not dwell on it. Yeah, this area definitely looks better than it used to. Wow, they really want me to use a pan. The thing is, our Nutcracker is so good. It's such a good, fun weapon. Also, red items not really our thing right now. It's weirdly quiet. When we go too long without seeing an enemy, it makes me really nervous. For some reason, it's like, did something happen? Are we alone here in this huge, weird castle? You can see I almost got stabbed there, despite the fact that I started swinging at him long before he started attacking us. Get him! Oh, you almost got. There you go. If at first you don't succeed at murder, try again to murder. Yeah, this necklace rules. These guys are bad news. Boy, it sure seemed like we took damage a long time after the... Oh, I hit the explode our friend button. Just clumsiness on my part. It did seem like we took damage quite a bit after that slasher attacked, didn't it? See, I don't like this guy and his tech. It's all like dodging and stuff. Turn around. Ow. That didn't work. Well, that didn't do the thing I wanted at all. Oh wait, that's actually the only way back up. Boy, where's the nearest? The nearest teleport's up here. The rooms in this zone might be too big. Also, we still have no idea how to get out of here. Okay, even more health. I mean, honestly, the extra health from Necromancy is definitely adding up. Ooh, okay, that's a shield. Parrying freezes nearby enemies. Attacking just after a parry inflicts so much extra damage. So much more damage. I'm into it. Now we just have to, like, actually hit our parries. Some of the time. You know, the game is designed for this on purpose. It's not like this is not some unique, clever insight on my part. But it does just feel... It feels so much safer with a big, slow weapon like this to have a shield so that if you get in a situation, you can at least try to parry your way out of it. Like that. One of the stunning shields would probably have been slightly better for us, given our weapon, but on the whole, I'm pretty happy with this. On the other hand, this I hate. Okay, let's get him to set it off. I don't think I realized before just how early you can jump into that without taking additional damage. Ow. His positioning there was a real nightmare. I don't think we're in the market for that. Those electric obelisk guys are actually really easy to defeat if you have a ranged weapon. Why did I do... I knew that was a bad idea. Why did I do that? We probably ought to drink. There we go. It's so much easier if you just don't let them fight back. Ow. What in the hell even was that? Well, we gotta be a little bit more careful with our final flask charge here. I'm not 100% sure what hit us, honestly. Whatever the attack was coming from, I lost it in all the light and action. It's weird that the enemy is not responding to this. You would think he would, like, notice that this is happening. Okay, what is in here? A message left in the storeroom. What? Soldiers leaving little notes for each other? The bodies are piling up endlessly. Burning them is no longer good enough. Some get back up. Others even manage to get their hands on weapons. We have to leave this island while we still can. That does seem like the wise thing to do. Can I not? Am I not allowed to take a weapon? Really? I thought for sure that's what they were going for there. Nope, our little buddy is complicating the parries a little bit by moving things around and canceling attacks. It's nice for enemies to behave predictably, you know? Just trying to make sure my parry game is actually present and accounted for. Absolutely not. Is there anything beyond this? No. There is no universe where I feel comfortable doing that with a shield. It's so much easier to... Oh god. Again, getting just like a little bit of inconsistency. I guess we're going up. But remember, each one of these parries is healing for us, so it's important we get them where we can. Big, slow enemies like the Slasher are definitely the easiest way. That said, this one I'm not comfortable fighting. So we'll just trap him out. I believe the way the mutation was worded, we only get health back for parrying melee attacks, right? Oh god. So we can't farm... Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, we pretty much have to now, right? That's pretty bad, though. That's a lot of damage, especially considering how quickly those enemies attack. Good work. I'm a little concerned that we're gonna have to go into the next boss without getting a real flask refill, since we just got one. Ah, boy. I wish they weren't all stacked right up on top of it. But there's not really another way through. There's the opening. Again, some unfortunate sort of anti-coordination there. A little bit of anti-teamwork. Alright, we got our Explorer's Instinct, so there's the way out up there. There's also a secret room or something. Have we... Oh. Interesting. What is that? Well, we can't interact with it. It requires you to drop through the floor. Okay, so there's another scroll over there. Yo, this Explorer's Instinct 1000% rules. I love it very much. Let's make our way to the exit. Let's ensure that we can actually get out of here. And then we will we'll worry about going back for other stuff. So the exit's this way. Okay. That feels pretty alright. Oh, it didn't freeze the other guy? Okay. Alright, so that is going to be the boss. We'll probably get a single flask charge back. Oh! Nice work there, little buddy. Alright, so we can leave at any time. Obviously, we're gambling a little bit staying in because damage is relatively permanent. You know, at least relative to... Oh, what is this? Alright, let's go for it. Oh, this is probably a rune. Quickly take advantage of the trap. Okay, there we go. Alright, that makes this run 1000% worth it, even if we do end up dying in an embarrassing way. So this is the floor breaking rune. You know, you can break through things that are directly below you by falling on them, just like a ram does. It's a little bit baffling, actually. I'm not sure why this is the ram rune. It's a little bit like, you know, doing a ram-style charge through a wall, just vertically. You know what? I'm going to drop down manually, actually, because I want to have a look at the area over here. Is there a hidden? There is a hidden. Thanks, magic map. Oh, crossbow. I think we're going to stick with what we're actually doing here. How do I even access that? Oh, you know what? This might be... Aha! Give me this. No. I'm gonna break it down for parts. You know, we have shield skills and stuff. I want to use a shield. I've committed myself to shield use. Okay, so there's a scroll yet. I don't think we necessarily need to do this room, but we should do this part. Aha! Okay, so now we can operate some of these doors. These doors that have been in the background for all of the previous runs. Each one of them has a number of cells inscribed on it. And you can open doors that have your current number or lower on them. Sometimes there's really interesting stuff in these. It looks like from the map information, this one's just a shop. But they can be a lot of different things. Sometimes they're just a little bit of loot, but especially once we start getting higher up in cell levels, some of them will have alternate routes in them, which is pretty cool. Is that guy dead? Yeah, okay, you killed him. Good work. We are in a place where we are absolutely down to buy food. That's actually really nice. The first difficulty opens up an additional health shop. Alright, but really we're here for this scroll. Well, this is a little bit of a standoff. See, I was all prepared to go for the parry there. I mean, we don't have to have our friend around at all times. We could detonate him on dangerous enemies if we want, just so we don't have to worry about about his rash decision making. Plus, you know, dangerous enemies. Those are exactly the kinds of places where you want to be burning resources. Is there a teleporter at the top of this? Yes. Cool. Great. I think we just go. We're going to have to fight a boss in a second here, so I'd rather do that at full health with as many flask charges as I am allowed to have. We are certainly not getting any special loot doors on this one. So now that we're not getting full refills, obviously, it becomes even more important for us to get these extra charges. Do we want huge damage post parry? I think so. Reducing the cooldown on our skills seems all right, but not amazing. I think we're more in this place. I kind of don't want to upgrade it because I'm worried we'll lose the good modifier. And we don't have enough money to re-roll it searching for another copy. Alright, we have one flask charge, and I bet after the Black Bridge we're going to get a full refill. So all we have to do is survive this. And really, this boss isn't that hard. I don't believe he picks up any new behaviors. Well, except that he apparently starts using all of his kit a little earlier in the fight. Should try to bait him into the other trap here. I tried to parry it, which is dumb. I know you can't parry that. You can parry that, though. So you can see he still does his jump attack. He just doesn't go anywhere when he does it. Oh, he didn't damage field right away. Ugh. Like, I know how this fight works. I know you can't dodge through that, and yet, you know, you develop that instinct in Dead Cells. How dare you become invincible as soon as I get a huge damage bonus? Once again, he just just jumped right over me instead of doing anything dangerous, which I really appreciate. It definitely does feel like a little bit more of a fight. I did it again. I tried to roll. I mean, I did roll. It really worked just because our friend here seems to interrupt his attack. Alright, enough of that out of you. Turns out we did end up needing almost every little bit of health there. So many things. Give me all the stuff. Alright. New wolf trap. Not as good. So this one only oils up the enemy, while our current one just spreads oil everywhere and also gets on the enemy. It's weird that there are two different traits that are so similar there. And then this is definitely a downgrade. All right, to the Stilt Village. This could get a little ugly, honestly. I would love to upgrade this stuff, but I really think that we ought to stick to the health flask. I will say, the Impaler is one of my favorite weapons. After we get the health flask upgraded, unlocking that will be a high priority. This is going to require the movement thing that we still don't have, so I guess we'll just skip that. Okay, we just got to be real careful around the giant pirate skeletons. Those are I think, going to be the biggest problem for us. You know, like that guy. I think what we really want to do... Oh, okay. There we go. The freeze shield makes reflected projectiles freeze the people that they hit, and I think that's going to be important. Yeah, like that. That's so powerful. What a good shield. Oops, I rolled right through that. I didn't realize that there was a hole in the wall. Oh god, crabs. I forgot about the crabs. I don't know why I felt the need to stop and pick that up in the middle of combat. It's not like it was going anywhere. Alright, what have we here? Just an extra treasure chest. Nice. Ooh, green bow. Oh man, I do love the ice bow. I think we're going to stick with our shield and ridiculous hammer combo, but that's very tempting. Also, green bow. You know, there really aren't that many of those. Okay, we should probably go get this key. Alright, so far things are going alright. That's a crab right there. That's like an enemy. I should fight him instead of just rolling away from him. I totally didn't even see him until after I had started focusing on the other guy. Alright, we took a little bit of damage. It's not a big deal. Just gotta remember to try to get our parries, and it'll take care of itself. Well, that's embarrassing. What a bad job I'm doing. I'm putting way too much effort into hunting for the parry. Alright, good teamwork there. That got a little messy. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not 100% what I was going for. So remember, we're getting a little bit of health back with each kill, and then more health back when we successfully parry a melee attack. You know, a Pele attack. Sort of a bicycle kick. Awesome. Awesome and very fun. Ah, that was a real bad parry. Or a real bad attempt at a parry. The thing that was really bad about it was how it wasn't a parry, actually. I'm a little reluctant to drink from the flask. I probably ought to just do it. But the fact that we have these healing mutations makes me think, oh, what if I just, like, hold on? What if I just hold on and play well for a little while, and it makes me not need to do the other thing? So this is probably not worth picking up. Grants you 70% of your missing health as bonus health. So I'm assuming bonus health is like temporary HP. This is not exactly what the tonic used to do. I think I'm going to stick with my... I really like the trap. I'm going to stick with the trap. I mean, I'm not married to it, but I definitely like it better than a tonic. Alright, we're gonna dive bomb this pirate. Is he not gonna come over here? Oh, he's too smart for me. Alright, we're gonna go... No, we're not. We're not going anywhere. Oh, I was gonna do a thing there, but fine. Alright. Let's take this guy. Oh, I hate this one. Just incredible plays. He has no idea where we went. We really have the upper hand intelligence-wise here. I feel like I always get the stupid giant crystals one when we have a really slow weapon. Ooh, this looks good. It is the same as the one we have, just with an extra point of survival on it. And a legendary symmetrical lance. Inflicts critical hits if you quickly kill multiple enemies. Shoots an arrow upward for a fair amount of damage. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is an upgrade. It's going to look really cool, though. You have to give it that. So just bonus damage here at max HP. It's a small upgrade. I'm gonna take it. It is a small upgrade. It's a little bit different. Ooh, wow. Really sent that guy flying. Awesome, and he dropped stuff. Give me the stuff. I will say one thing that's really nice about the symmetrical lance is that it hits behind you a little bit. Ooh, wait. Do we want a new shield? This is a better version of the shield. It is not really, no. Oh, now that we have this stomping rune, we can also open up stomping rune. We can also open up those other runes that we've seen in the floor. I think you might need the wall climb for this. That does not, yeah, that's not makeable. I did not correctly roll the landing. Another statue of the king, accompanied by a guard. And a very big one at that. A little too big, maybe. Listen, don't be too harsh on me about not remembering the guy. Again, literally don't have a brain. So yeah, that's the symmetrical lance in action. It's a pretty good weapon, in my opinion. Now, I'm trying to stop in the middle here, because... There we go. So yeah, it works like that. It just kind of hurls damage every which way, which is pretty fun. Yeah, it's alright. It's an alright weapon. Do we want to replace our wolf trap? I do like to freeze our enemies. Yeah, let's do it. This one also has a very, very small damage reduction on it. Take that, floor. So any floor that has that little symbol in it. Can I tell you, I really want my wall jump, or my wall cling. Alright, remember to deal damage while your health is draining to recover some of the lost HP. I mean, we're holding fairly steady. I'm still getting hit and losing health, but we're also getting long periods of replenishment in between. I was gonna parry him. Whatever, it's fine. Little dude is not in on the plan. Oh god, explosives. How do exploding bats even exist? Like from a species perspective, you would think that they would have a real hard time breeding. How are there still any? Yes, give me that, please. Alright, we do have our Explorer's Instinct up. We should probably take a look here. So there's a key up there. We're basically done here. We have to decide. There's a little secret over there, but I don't believe we can access it yet. No, because we have to, as I remember it, you have to get the key here, then you have to use your sneaky wall climbing ability to go over that instead of using your key to open that door, so that you have the spare key available to open this once you get to it. We need to decide which direction we want to go in here. Do we want to go Clock Tower or... I think I would rather do the Slumbering Sanctuary. I like the Slumbering Sanctuary. I think it's a neat area. And I mean, we're gonna of course be changing up the biomes. Ow. What a way to get hit. We're gonna be changing up the biomes as much for viewer variety's sake as for anything else. Well, we can do one twice in a row. That's not a big deal. I should be getting parries here. It's so hard to tell when Friend Mushroom is going to ruin my parry, though. Let's go get this this scroll here. So when the weapon's in critical hit mode, it has the... Why am I doing such a bad job? It has the orange blades. I mean, we should probably... It would be irresponsible not to flask. Also, there are cherries there. I'm going to leave those alone, actually, for the moment. We'll come back for them. That guy actually die? He did not. Ow. That's why I wanted to leave the cherries there. You know, in case we need them later. So if you remember what we saw after we defeated the Hand of the King, it was a door with 5 cells drawn on it. To give you an idea of how far things are going to end up scaling. You know, we're going to go the other way. I would like to do the other biome. So just kind of extrapolate from here. The enemies get better at killing you. They do more damage and have more interesting patterns, and there's harder enemies in earlier biomes. And then on top of that, your ability to replenish your health gets reduced more and more and more. On the highest difficulty, I believe you get no refills for free. It's just you got your flask, and every once in a while you'll have something like the store on this floor where you can purchase a flask charge for a huge amount of money if you can manage to pull that together. You have to play a lot better than I play in order to really benefit from that. I think it is probably the case that we will not get there. I don't know exactly how long this series is going to be or exactly what all we intend to do, but it is probably the case that we will not defeat the game with 5 boss cells up, because I'm just not... I don't know if I have it in me anymore. As far as video games go, I'm kind of a dinosaur, man. I left my good reflexes and fast thinking behind a decade ago. Howdy. Welcome back. So you can see here there's an item you can buy there that is just a deployable lantern. It takes up one of your Q or E slots. In general, I don't think it's I would go so far as to say it is hugely not worth the money. But if you're really scared of the dark, you know, at least you have an option. Ooh, that's an Ice Grenade 7. Ours is a 4+. Upon thawing, the enemy suffers from bleeding. I'm going to take this. when we reforge that and put a plus on it, it's going to be one hell of an item. Okay, these guys are going to be a little bit harder to deal with. The key is to never let anybody do anything. Ah! Boy, we did not really have a lot of time to react to that one. Alright. The projectiles coming in from every angle are starting to become an issue. Okay. I could maybe have parried there. It's hard to know the timing when you run into a new enemy for the first time. Also, his attack might be unparryable. Not everything can be parried. It's often the case that things that don't look like a melee attack or a projectile attack. So like there are a number of flying enemies who basically just come down on you from above, and their attacks are not generally able to be parried, I believe. So unfortunately, it's going to require a little bit of trial and error, and error is costly at this difficulty level. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Oops. Probably helpful if you land on the platform first. God, what a weapon. I don't think I want to grab this. I'll just recycle it. Let's drop down here and see what's up. Oh, this is going to require... That's going to require some wall jumping. Aha! Loot. It's the first one of those I've noticed since we got the ability to interact with them. I thought I saw a light down there, but I was just seeing the top of that torch that was in the wall, which is not actual light, it's graphics. Those two things are different. Okay. Oof. Well, the good news is that parry was so bad that it was recoverable. Yeah, get him. What a delight. It's just, you know, it's nice to not feel alone out here. Alright, where is... How do I actually get to that? Oh, that would require me to climb over with the wall thing. Okay, so continue on to the left then. I'm probably just going to run from these guys because we don't know where our next light is yet. Okay, there we go. Now I will fight. Just want to make sure that we're not going to get consumed by the darkness. Right, we're going to let the axe guy throw his axe at us. Oh, wow, I was really expecting that to freeze them both. It really is a shame that we don't get any health back for ranged attack parries. I mean, I get it, because they're so low risk that you could just farm them, but... Okay, whew. Got a little nervous there. A little bit more health. I don't like the fact that our friend's charge breaks the freeze from our freeze grenade. That bums me out a little bit. Ah! Careful there. I almost got axed in the face. Thanks to you. Thanks to your shenanigans. You know what? I like the utility of our current items too much to swap to that. I guess I didn't really need to do that to refresh my light, since there's a gold light here. Alright, well, we're doing pretty well on scrolls. Feels like we're doing decent numbers. Wait a minute. Oh, is this the... Yeah, well, we have a gardener's key. We may as well take it. Ooh, the detour may turn out to cost us, though. Light? Where's light? Where's light? Oh, thank God. We took a lot of damage from that. It gets pretty costly, man. Infantry grenade versus pretty good version of the heavy crossbow. Can't see us using either of those. Actually, it looks like just running to the right is probably the way to go. But yeah, you could probably see there if you were paying attention. It's just when you start taking damage from the lack of light, it's just a little bit at first, but it ramps up over time, and it ramps up pretty quickly. You cannot survive it for long. Alright, what is this? It's going to be pretty hard for us to go to red-purple. It does have 5% damage reduction on it. You know what? I'm going to stick with the one we have. I don't know if the difficulty affects the damage that you take from traps. Okay, hold on a second. And go. So we're going to have to drop down there pretty fast. Boy, I don't like this. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't think about anything. Just keep moving. Oh, okay. Whew, we've made it through a lot of traps so far. Hey, did we do that without getting hit? I think we did. I feel pretty good about that. Alright. Yeah. Let's do it. I'll fight an elite. Oh, just not frozen. Chose not to be frozen. I didn't realize that that was an option. Yeah, we're not keeping that. I threw the grenade before he had fully attuned to our reality, apparently. Ooh, cherry. Yeah, let's just grab that now. Yeah, that one too, sure. Well, that was a nice surprise. Let me relight here. Every once in a while, the game, the game knows that it has to encourage you sometimes. Otherwise, you will get discouraged. And a sad player is a player who stops playing. Ooh, the Great Owl of War. That's a pretty good owl. Oops, that's not the direction the enemy's in. Oh god. Alright, I managed to make it out. Again, our friend is making it a little difficult to know where the enemy is going to be for the purpose of hitting him. Damn it. Ah. Wow, that's so much damage. Must reclaim health. Okay, we got a little bit back. Yeah, what they hit very hard. Which I guess makes sense. If you're getting body slammed by that much mass, you are likely to feel it. Alright, good biome for Explorer's Instinct. So we're about to get the second key, and then there's the second lock. Easy enough. And then I think there's not really... If it is the case that the path past the door is still present, I think there's not really much of a reason to do it anymore. Because obviously you only get that rune once. Okay, it's just not there. It used to be the case that with stuff like that, the little side area would remain, and if you went back in there, it would be the same deal, except the rune would be replaced with like a small gem or something. We are actually going to get this health flask unlocked pretty quickly here. That's not the button I meant to press. Do we want to fish on this now? You know what? Let me buy the plus for that. Arrows stuck in enemies come back. That's interesting for, I mean, not for us, but you know, some characters would find that interesting. I think that's an okay set of traits. Do we wanna... I'm gonna go fishing for this. I think that's pretty bad. Let's reforge. Critical hits for more damage. Oof, these are rough. Okay, upon thawing, enemies suffer from bleeding and their remains explode. That seems alright. Alright, time for Clock Boss. Who's ready for me to get hit 10,000 times against Clock Boss? This is what happens when you come in here with these big, slow weapons. Although I do have a shield this time, which helps. It gives me something more to do than just try to jump over all of the shuriken. That's pretty effective. I detonated our little dude, which I should not have done. See, it also means we can actually interact with that attack in a more interesting way. Ah, too slow. I hit the parry that... Ow. Alright, respawn a friend. Do not like this. I am missing a lot of parry attempts here. I'm going for him. Honestly, I think that might be the least damage we've taken against him. It's not a good performance. But a performance we can live through at least. Alright, ooh. This is the ice crossbow. The ice crossbow is very good, as I remember it. Again, I'm reluctant to take this over the utility that we already have. Also, can I say, I'm pretty pleased with how this is going. I thought for sure this first one cell run was gonna involve me getting horribly brutalized, like real quickly. But I think we're adjusting to the new difficulty level pretty quickly, and we've almost earned ourselves the final flask charge, which is awesome. Okay, you get full refill before and after Clock Boss. They consider this to be a difficult boss. Strangely, I seem to generally take more damage against the concierge. Alright, mushroom friend, let's do it. I'm fine. I'm fine with what I got here. Yeah, well, he is unfreezing the enemies, like, completely instantly. Come here. There it is. And look, now we can actually break stuff. Really, this was all... I came all the way down here for 200 gold. Now, I'm reasonably sure you cannot shield parry the big spin, but the overhead strike that the sword guys do is certainly vulnerable to parrying. That was a little bit of an annoying thing for you to do there, friend. Get him! Okay, so the friend charge does break the whirlwind charge up. This is a bummer. It's alright, when you work together with other people, you know, you have to be ready to improvise is all. So eager. You can just hear her. She's like, let me at him. Alright, I got the parry. We're kind of doing it. We're sort of kind of doing it. Oof. So you really don't want to try to roll away from that, because the distance of travel is a real problem. But in that situation, we couldn't roll toward, because it would have put us in the spikes. That's a tough conundrum. Ow. It was a bad roll. I mean, it would have been fine if not for the presence of the huge spiked ball. It's embarrassing to have completely missed the stomp like that. Had to use my ice grenade to reclaim a little bit of my pride. Ooh, wow. That second, I was really expecting him to stay disabled by the parry for a little bit longer. That second shot came out fast. Alright, let's see where this deposits us. Once again, there's no shame in having to get out with only 2 keys. I am fully prepared to do that if we have to. That grenade exploded instantly. Sometimes I don't understand why things happen. You know, like, it seems like the times it takes for enemy attacks to go off is not entirely consistent. And there's a bunch of different ways in which that is true. It's not just grenades like that, but grenades are definitely a thing I have that problem with. With some grenade type attacks, there's definitely like a contact trigger, where the projectile will detonate immediately if you actually touch it. Ah, here's where you need the Moonflower keys. I assume there's probably a blueprint beyond that. Not exactly sure where they all are, though. I do not know how we would do it. It's alright, it's a thing for us to keep an eye out for. Alright, so we still have not seen any of the other doors. Oh gosh, I don't really want to be down here with you. This feels a little unsporting. I mean, not that I'm gonna stop or anything. I was trying to get the spearman that was down there on the lower level with us to commit to a melee attack. Alright, that worked. This is not a path we can actually make use of. But there is a secret there that I would not have noticed otherwise. How do I... There we go. Boy, this is gonna suck a little bit. Alright, what if we... Aha! No, trying to drop down. I really want to drop down. You know, he grabs the ledges automatically. There's nothing you can really do about it. If you press too close to a ledge, he's just gonna mantle. Alright, I guess actually all we can really do is go down. We'll just go past the door and see if there's anything else down here. A lot of the stomp breakable floors don't actually have any, like, there's no utility to breaking them, but if you do that on top of an enemy, obviously the enemy takes a fair amount of damage. Okay, I'm doing a better job of consistently parrying. Not just, like, consistently getting the timing, but consistently thinking, oh, this is a situation where I should parry. Which is an important part of it. Deciding to do a thing is often the first step in doing the thing. Wow, that really travels. Okay, you gotta stop moving around so much. I don't know that I even want to fight that guy, and we certainly don't have to. We're at the point where it seems to make a lot of sense to skip many of the enemies. Hopefully this is not reading as cowardice. I suppose I could have parried there. That would have been a fine time to parry, actually. Okay. As would... Yeah, that also. That one, too. I mean, if we parry and then we kill, we get 2 health regen effects. So here's a great example of Nope, never mind. He wasn't quite underneath it. It hit the invisible guy. So you can see it does a pretty significant duration stun and also a bunch of damage. I was kind of waiting for him to try his... There it is. I was just going to wait until we weren't in position to parry it anymore. And you can see the game's pretty generous with the parry timing. It's certainly not as tight as some games would have it. Alright, I wanted to make sure that the ice grenade was going to hit the sword guy. Our little friend was most helpful. Alright, so all we gotta do is find the exit, and we could actually make it to the Hand of the King on our first one cell attempt. You know what? We're going to leave that watermelon. We will come back for it later if we take enough damage to warrant it. No, I'm cool with our equipment. I think our equipment's actually really good. Should not have gone for an attack. Should have saved. Alright, so we have a lot of resources. I think we'll probably get a full refill before the final boss on one cell, so I'm gonna go looking. There might be scrolls at stake. There might be a shop or something. And of course, there is the third door. So this one's gonna be the slasher boss, right? This is the dangerous one for sure. Not doing a good job of parrying this guy. You know what? Oh, he's too slick for me. My guess is that you can't parry that overhead attack, because you cannot... I know for a fact that you can't parry the Hand of the King's version of that thing. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, we did the hard one already. This one's just dangerous because you might be a dumb guy and get yourself... He can parry you. You want to finish him off? There we go. Alright. You know, I have a lot of time playing this game. A lot of built up roll reflex. It is hard to make myself parry. We're just gonna go back to the other door because it was pretty close to where we need to be. But I'm feeling pretty alright about this, so we're gonna go get our extra scroll. I think we're still probably not actually able to get this blueprint. Certainly don't want that. Pretty sure we don't want this. Yeah. Alright, because see, we have the ability to stomp through this thing now, but I think what you probably want to do is stomp through this, then jump over to the right and scale that wall. And we obviously are missing... Well, you know what? We could try. Hold on, let me... Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Why didn't I do that the first time? I thought the weird me thing would definitely take damage from the spikes. Apparently not. Alright. We did get a pretty decent combo going at some point in there, but it did not quite make it to 60. This is a good time to upgrade your health flask. And then, boy, what do we want to buy next? I mean, the Impaler's very good. Let's put ourselves into the Impaler. I am a huge fan. Okay, are we interested in re-rolling any of these modifiers? Honestly, his modifiers are pretty bad for fighting a boss. Generates a shield when used. So you detonate him intentionally more often. He's probably not going to have the effect that we want on the boss anyway, just running into him. I actually like this. Make the boss bleed when we freeze him. I think, aside from this, we're pretty good. Maybe these can be re-rolled. Victims release a toxic cloud with each hit. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. That seems alright. Ooh, we do not get a full refill. Interesting. Well, I mean, we're in pretty good shape. We have more flask charges than we had last time. Even if we aren't going in with quite full health here. Okay, yeah, he's mad. I get that. I can see why that would be the case. So we're not gonna drop our dude immediately. Let's wait until he starts attacking for the first time. Well, I wonder how much extra damage we're gonna get out of this poison. I tried to parry that and I failed. I mean, we're getting a lot of free damage. There we go. These damage over time effects really seem to be stacking up. Oh, that's right. We can just bounce the grenades into him. Ah. I can't believe I failed that parry. And that roll. All of a sudden, I'm just getting hit by absolutely everything. Things were going so well for a while there. Well, it's looking less likely now. I thought it was looking pretty good for a minute. There we go, that's what we needed. Wow, he just was like, no, I will not be frozen, in fact. This is a bad time to be on the ground. Okay. Oh, interesting. When you parry that, it just goes through you. So I do not like this thing where he now sometimes does the first hit of his attack combo and then goes into the slam instead of doing the other hits. Because I need those hits. Those are the ones that I parry. I detonated the Mushroom Boy for the final hit. I forgot that you can do that basically the whole fight. Well, that was spectacular. I feel, like, fantastic about that. What a good run. What a good set of equipment. What decent to okay play skill. I mean, we very nearly died. But the important thing about that is the very nearly. So, some recycling tubes. Oh, and we stole his clothes. Well, okay then. Yeah, five boss cells. I don't know if all that's happening. I guess I just put myself back in the pipes and we try again? You know, until we unlock the secret of whatever weird time loop thing is happening here. I mean, the king was still dead when we got here, so clearly some things are holding. I'm not exactly sure what the plot of the game is. I'm just gonna level with you. And on the loading screen, we get to spend a little bit of time with our friend, Giant Skeleton Man. Alright, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel phenomenal. I feel awesome about the way that went. This was a pretty solid week of this series. Let's throw the other boss cell on there. So now we can get items at S rank. So if we find things that are already double plus out in the world, we can reforge them up to S rank, which used to be a huge deal. Because it used to be the case that you would add, items would actually gain points of stats. I believe they've changed that, and I don't exactly know what they've changed it to. Obviously, removes all health fountains is a pretty serious problem, but, I mean, this is where we're at, right? We could beat 1 cell, so let's go to 2. I don't know for sure that I could consistently beat 1 cell, but now I've gone and done it. This is the world we live in. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. God, there are still so many empty bottles in this room. When you come back next time on Monday, you take the weekend off. When you come back next time on Monday, we're going to challenge 2 boss cells and probably get thoroughly embarrassed. You know what, I might even take it back down to 1 boss cell and try to do that garden area instead. I don't know, let me know what you want to see in the comments. And we'll see you then.